The busiest airport in the world is in my backyard. That's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Have you ever been there? Have you ever gotten lost or didn't know how to get around? Well, I'm going to tell you how to navigate Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport like a pro. So if this is something you're interested in, stay tuned because this video is for you. Hey everyone, this is Norman Payne from Up and Away. Thank you for stopping into my channel and welcome back. This channel is about everything travel. Norman Payne, everything travel. Anything from tips, hacks, news, destination, and cruise ship videos. We got it right here on this channel. And if you're interested in that, if you're a traveler and you need to know all the ins and outs about travel, then hit that subscribe button. Become a subscriber to this channel. You will get all the tips, hacks, news, everything that you can think of based on travel. So anyway, let's get into it. So everyone knows that Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport is the busiest airport in the world. It has held this title since 1998. It has had 104 million passengers flow through there last year. It has 5 runways, 7 concourses, 3 different trains that move around inside and outside of the airport on 4,700 acres of land, about 10 miles south of the city of Atlanta. It is huge to say the least, and it can be slightly confusing. I'm going to teach you how to navigate it like a pro. You're not going to have any other problems once you watch this video to the end. So let's get started. The first thing is if you're checking into Atlanta's airport, then you need to know exactly what side your airlines is on. Atlanta's airport is divided in 2 sides, the south side and the north side. On the south side, it is all Delta. There is no other airlines on the south side of the airport. On the north side is everybody else. You name them, they're on that north side. Remember, Delta's only south side, and the other side, north side, everyone you can think of is there. Also, there is an international terminal. It's a whole different story, but we're going to get to that soon. Going through TSA, or the security checkpoint, the main security checkpoint, is all one common area. They have an entrance usually on the north side and usually on the south side. But it's one common security checkpoint. Once you go through it, you can go to any and every gate that you need to get on a plane. Now, the TSA pre-check and clear, they are located on the south side behind Delta's check-in counters. You can find them pretty easy. As soon as you go to, say, door number 1, S1, that's where the TSA pre-check and the clear is located. Once you have cleared TSA, you will go down an escalator to the plane train. Atlanta has 7 concourses. They are labeled T, A, B, C, D, E, and F. T is the closest to the TSA security checkpoint and baggage claim. F is the furthest away. As I said, T is the closest to the security checkpoint. You do not need to go on the plane train to get to concourse T. It is the closest. Once you go through security, you will be in T. If you have to catch the plane train, you have to go down the escalator. That will be to all other concourses, A through F. Now, F is in the international terminal, which is a whole different building. Yes, and there are 2 ways to get there. You can ride the plane train from security all the way to F, or if you don't want to go through security in the domestic terminal, you can catch a international shuttle, which will be outdoors W1 and W2. I'm going to get to all these different doors in just a minute, but that's how you're going to get to the international terminal. A little known hack that people don't know is some people will go to the international terminal go through security over in the international terminal because it's less people over there, and then catch the plane train back to the domestic terminal. It is a lot easier because it's less people. Try it, you'll love it. Arriving in Hartsfield-Jackson, you get off your plane, you're gonna have to go to the plane train as well, coming towards baggage claim. Once you get off baggage claim, if you're being picked up by an Uber, you need to go on the north side, lower level, outdoor LN1. That's where the Uber and the Lyfts are all located. It will tell you to meet them at a zone, but instead of knowing the zone, it's the north side, lower level, out LN1 door. So let me get into these doors while we're talking about this, because it's gonna get a little complicated. On the south side, there are 6 doors. They are S1 to S6. That's on the south side, upper level. That's the main level that most people come in and go out of. That's where baggage claim is. That's where the ticket counters are. That is on the south side. On the north side, it's identical except they're labeled N1 to N6. Now you can go to the lower level. There are 2 doors on the lower level north side. That's LN1 and LN2. And on the south side is LS1 and LS2. So you can go and get picked up by limousines down there on the lower level at LS2. Let's say you are arriving at the airport and you're not doing a ride share, you're actually being picked up by a chauffeur. So there's 2 locations for the chauffeurs to be waiting for you. There's one next to the baggage claim on the south side at Carousel 4, and there's one on the north side at Carousel 4, right there by baggage claim. As soon as you come up the escalator, you can split off to either side, and it is roped off and labeled chauffeur waiting area. That's where you can meet your chauffeur. If you're arriving in the international terminal, there is also a chauffeur waiting area. That chauffeur waiting area is once you get your luggage and walk out of the sliding doors to the left side, all the chauffeurs will be waiting there. It's a roped off area and they have a sign that says chauffeur waiting area. It's as soon as you come through those sliding doors. Most arrivals in the domestic airport, they all come up the same way. That's most of them. Some of them, if they come in off a T, they don't need to come up the escalator. They didn't need to get on the plane train. They walk down the aisle on the south side or on the north side. But if they come up that escalator, which is really cool, they have this huge screen where you can see people coming up the escalator. So you're waiting on someone, you can actually see them. They can't see you. It's a huge screen and it is life-size. It is wonderful. I'm so happy they put that in the airport. It's just a cool feature. If you need to get picked up by a friend or a family member, you can be picked up on the south side upper level, and you can be picked up on the north side upper level or the lower level on either north or south sides. There is an island on the upper levels, so you will have to cross over to that island. They really don't like you to be picked up next to the airport. They would rather you do it on that island. And it's a lot less congested on both sides if you get picked up over there. It's easier to meet your person that's picking you up. Your ride be able to pull right up to the curb. On that other side, it's chaos sometimes. But just remember, you can be picked up north side upper level, south side upper level, or either north lower level or south lower level. If you are being picked up and say your ride gets there early, they have a cell phone lot. The cell phone lot is not that far from the airport and it's easy and convenient. Have your people wait there until you retrieve your luggage and call them and tell them where you're gonna be at. And then they could pick you up. It's an easy process, and it's a very nice and large cell phone lot to accommodate a lot of different cars. So that's a great place for your people to wait, because you cannot wait next to the curb. It will not happen. Those police are on top of it and they will move you along. So, cell phone lot. If you need to go to an off-site parking, the shuttle buses, they are at lower level, north side. LN1 door is where you go out to catch all the off-site parking shuttles. Since we're talking about parking, there are so many different companies that have off-site parking that cater to Hartsfield-Jackson. So you can take a pick. If you Google it, you will find that there are so many. I mean, like 30 or so. And they all are different prices. So you can search that. But those buses, and like I said, they come at LN1, the lower level, north side. If you're parking your car, there's a garage on the south side that has hourly parking and also economy parking for someone that's going to leave their car there for a while. On the north side is exactly the same thing. They have hourly and then they have economy or daily parking. There's also Park ATL. Park ATL is a new deck that you can also park at, and they have a shuttle that brings you right to the airport. It's on the airport grounds, but you still need a shuttle to get to the terminal itself. All right, so we talked about the plane train, so let's talk about the second train. The second train is the Sky Train. The Sky Train takes you from the terminal to the rent-a-cars. The rent-a-cars is off-site, so you have to catch the Sky Train, which you have to walk out of doors W1 or W2. And once you do that, you cross the street, go up the escalator, and you can catch the train, the Sky Train. It's a free train. On that line, it's also a couple of hotels, and it's the convention center stop as well. So you can get to those things off of the Sky Train, just right there at the airport. It's very, very convenient. All your rental cars is going to be at the end of the line of the Sky Train. The third train is the Model Train, which is the city train, which brings you in from the city right to domestic terminal. So you can ride it right to the domestic terminal. You can park at some of the stations. It's about 5 or 6 stations that allow you to leave your car there, but it will cost you to leave your car at these stations. But it's very, very convenient, because all you got to do is get off the train and bam, you're at the domestic terminal. There is a lot to Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. I will not kid you. It's 2 buildings, they're distance apart, there's trains, there's trams, there's all kind of things. But it is easy if you pay attention to the overhead signs and ask someone. Someone will be willing to help you if you just ask a question. There's some Southern hospitality here in the Atlanta area, and they will give you an answer with a smile on their face. No problems. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you've ever been in Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, leave me a comment. Let me know what your experience was like. If you're planning to go to Hartsfield-Jackson and you have a question about anything about the airport, leave me a question in the comments. I'll get back to you and respond to you as soon as possible. Also, share this video with anyone that's planning on going to Hartsfield-Jackson in the near future. It may help them just a little bit to get through that airport and breeze through like a pro. Subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time I upload another video. And until our paths cross again soon, I'll see you then. Peace.
And please like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on all my social media. Just hashtag upupupnorman, where you will find my Facebook page, my Instagram account, my Twitter page, and my TikTok page.